Marquette USC game the other day?
Yeah.
That was fantastic. What did the guy on Marquette have? 50. 51?
Yeah.
He broke my records. You know, I went to Marquette. You wouldn't know that. I think my scoring record was 11. So he broke it. Yeah, he beat it by a lot. That kid had 51 points. That's impressive. How many minutes in a college game?
40.
That's impressive.
Did you have 3 pointers?
Wow. So you're right. So let me say this. My last year, they had 3-pointers in certain conferences. So if you played in the Big Ten, we were an independent, but if you played the Big Ten conference, they had 3-pointers. If you played the ACC, they didn't have 3-pointers. So you had to. We played a Big Ten school. You know, we'd never seen 3-point line before. We shot it every time, and we lost. All right, let's get to work.
The first couple of quarters seemed like the defensive effort was there sometimes, not there sometimes. What did the third quarter though, where I think they were held 6-23?
Yeah, that was big. You know, at halftime we didn't make any adjustments. We just said, guys, we're shooting 50% right now. We have 62 points, and it's a 3 or 5 point game. And I think at halftime they were shooting 53%. So, you know, we just said something's going to give one way or the other. Either we're going to start defending, or we're going to have a tough night. That didn't mean we were going to lose, but we figured it'd be a tough night. And then I thought, you know, really the first 3 or 4 minutes of the third, and then the first 3 or 4 minutes of the fourth, we really locked in defensively.
This is the second straight game you guys have you know, held CJ and Dame underneath their average.
Yeah.
Is there anything particular that you guys are doing on defense to kind of
No, I
keep
mean,
them
they're just great players, and we're sending a lot of people at them. We're doubling a lot. We're able to switch with bigger guys that can move their feet. You know, Mo Harkless, again, has guarded Dame for the second time. I don't know how many times or teams you can put your power forward on another team's point guard. And because of our size, we're able to do that. And it's been great for us.
Hey, Doc, talk about Pat Patterson's contribution tonight.
He's been great. Last 2 games, you know. He's one of those guys, I don't know if you guys watched the Memphis game. He hadn't played in about 6 games. And we throw him in, and he has 10 points in 7 minutes, you know. He spaces the floor. He knows his role. He talks on defense. But more importantly, he's just been a great teammate because he was starting. And he went from starting to 0 minutes. And if you look at him prepare before a game, you think he's going to play 40 minutes that night. So he's just been a great example for all of our guys.
Doc, we're on the quarter mark of the season, and you guys are about to go on the road for several games. Looking back and looking forward, what is the thing that most jumps out to you as things you need to work on as a team? You know,
well, there's not one thing. I just the best part of this team, in my opinion, is we're not near where we're going to be, and you can feel that. Our guys know that. They know that we're playing winning basketball. We're playing together. We're playing hard. We're talking, but they also know we don't have it together yet. They know that. Like, they can feel that. They know offensively, you know, you're calling plays tonight and 3 guys are staring at you. 2 guys know it. Same thing on some of our defensive calls. So the more we play together, the more we have shoot-arounds and practice time, we're going to get better. I think that's the best part of this thing.
Last game, Terrence had a couple of open corner threes that he just passed up. In this game, it seemed like all the guys were really yelling at him to take
he was threatened because he's going to get them, you know, and the only way you can know that if they can go in or not, you have to throw it out there and see if it'll go in. He's not a bad shooter. He just has never shot threes, and it's our job to try to get him to believe that he can make those shots.
Hey, Coach, I keep hearing the players and you echoing that there's so much potential. You're still figuring things out on this road trip. Specifically, what will be some points of emphasis?
Well, our defensive rotations for sure will be a point of emphasis. Our offensive continuity. You know, We right now, listen, we're good enough at times that we are a lot of times a first option team. I don't think we know the second and third options, and so we have to become that to be a really great basketball team. Where if they, because the deeper you get, they're going to take the first options away, and we have to get to be able to run the next option with ease. That's not us yet.
You guys have sort of had the home game spaced out, but you have at least 6 games in 9 days. Do you prefer a sort of packed road trip like this to get back home quicker, or do you prefer more spread out? How do you look at that?
I don't. I would say I guess you'd rather have the rest, even though that might mean you're on the road longer. But I think our guys would rather have rest to play the games more than getting back home, But I don't actually know the answer to that.
You have multiple guys out, and the starting lineup has Kawhi and PG, and somehow the bench outscores them tonight. Can you talk about the depth of this team? Yeah,
it's just deep. When you have Lou and Trez to start, that gives you 51 points for the most part before you start, and then Pat Patterson comes in and plays well, and other guys play well, and they're going to get great shots as long as they're on the floor with those guys, and so we're trying to play, Kawhi and Paul together a lot. So we can get the chemistry there. We're trying to keep Lou and Trez together a lot. Then in the fourth quarter, we try to play them all together, and whoever else is left on the court is going to get great shots.
Kind of a comfortable margin of victory tonight. It seemed like a lot of fans stayed to the end. It seems like as a whole, the fan energy is different. Is that something that you guys feel on the bench at all? Has that contributed to this home franchise record?
Well, I don't know, but I will say this is the first year, and I said this a while ago, where you feel like it's home. Like you feel like, when we have those franchise teams come in, Boston and teams, they still bring in fans, but in the past it's been half full with other teams. This year that hasn't been the case. It feels like what happened was the Clipper fans bought all the tickets, and so the other teams can't get in, and I love that. I hope we keep doing that. Now we got to start buying some in their arenas, and then we're really on to something.
Kawhi had another kind of rocky shooting night.
Yeah.
What do you attribute that to, and what are you seeing? I mean, his percentage this season, field goal percentage is down a little bit.
Yeah, I tell you, he had great shots, so I don't attribute it to much of anything except for, first thing he said when he sat on the bench is, my goodness, am I getting great shots, and, right now they're not going in, but they will, they will. I love the shot he's getting. What I loved, honestly, I thought he set the tone with his passing early. He kind of let the game come to him. He got everybody else going first. Then he tried to get himself going, and he couldn't do that tonight. But I love that he was getting everybody else going.
Paul and Lou have talked about how the adjustment coming from different programs, having all of them being like 20-point scorers. Are you seeing them work out the kinks offensively, like throughout the flow of a game?
Yeah, but I think that's an area we're going to have to get better at. I don't want that. Each guy takes their turn, and then it's your turn, then your turn. I want it to be seamless. Right now that's not us yet. That's what I see offense. That's why I probably look more frustrated at times watching us play offense, because I know there's a better team in there. We've had spurts. Like the beginning of the game was that. Like the ball was just moving, and PG was getting great shots, Kawhi was getting great shots, and it was easy. And then we go on those spurts where it looks like each guy's kind of taking his turn, and that's where we're going to get better.
Is that just a matter of repetition?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, I was going to follow up on that because Paul George a couple nights ago against San Antonio looked like he kind of became more passive as the game went on. What instructions do you give players, especially of that caliber, who are now feeling out how to sort of negotiate their own power within the offense?
Don't fill it out. Go play. And everybody else should figure it out. When you're one of those players, you don't fill out anything. You come in and you just play. All the other guys have to fill it out around them, but the good thing there is with Paul and Kawhi, they're so team-oriented. They want to fit everybody in, which is a good thing, but we want to make sure they fit in. So, that's the balance we're walking. And overall, we're doing a pretty good job of it, but I just know there's a better one in there.
Doc, if you have Paul and Kawhi available on Friday, are you looking forward to seeing them against Giannis and the Bucks? You didn't have them against them last time.
Yeah.
You looking forward to
Well, I like our chances better than the last time, and when we had a chance to win that game, you know. But listen, I went to Marquette, sorry, and I'm smart enough to know if you have Kawhi and Paul, you probably got a better chance than with not. So the answer would be yes.
Have you noticed how hot they've been, the Bucks?
I have not. Yeah. But now that you've told me, I'm gonna go look and realize that they've been very hot.
Doc, do you expect Landry Rodney to make a trip with you guys? Do you know?
Landry told me, listen, guys tell me things that aren't true. I think we already know that, but Landry told me the other day that he's traveling with us.
I think so.
So, and I asked him, does that mean playing? And he says, I wouldn't be traveling if not. So, and then Rodney told me he's playing Friday. So, I don't believe that. I can tell you that. But that may be true. I mean, I don't know. We'll find out. I don't ask. I honestly don't. USC, you guys have anything? We can get back to the Marquette, or we can talk about USC football. No, we can talk about basketball. All right. You got a good basketball team this year. You guys, you have no questions? It's your last shot.
Their PR.
Yeah. Oh, they're PR. So you can't even ask questions in PR, right? All right. Well, thank you for coming. You guys too. Thank you.